The reason why you have to separate yourself from a lot of people, chosen ones, because a lot of people, they not spiritual enough to have that interconnection with God. And the Bible says you don't know a tree by the fruit that it bears. And some people, they don't just have those godly fruits. Not saying that you think you're better than one or you too heavenly minded to the point where you're no earthly good. It's just some people, they don't really have God in their life, right? You know what I'm saying? Their mindset is everywhere. They mentally shattered and emotionally fractured, right? You know what I'm saying? And they just stuck in this third dimensional mindset, which reverses their frequency, their dark psychology, right? So it keeps them at a low vibration because they don't want that interconnection with God, right? So they be so stuck in just, habitual sin, right? And it's keeping them at a low vibration, and it's separating them from elevating and growing, and it's destroying their peace, right? And it's causing chaos and confusion in their life, right? But this is why you got to separate yourself from a lot of people, because a lot of people, they're different, but they're worldly different. They're not spiritually different. You know what I'm saying? As far as like having that connection with God, believing and doing what's right. Just stuff that just to you, it should be a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, but a lot of people, they just can't tap into that power, right? Their faith is not strong enough to have a relationship with God. Some people, it's just not. Some people's self-esteem is too low to have a relationship with God, right? So they stuck in just habitual sin, carnality. But this is why you gotta separate yourself away from a lot of people. And also too, as chosen, when a lot of people have they just an energy drainer. A lot of people just want to club. A lot of people just want to drink, do drugs, and you don't want to have that mentality. It's like, that's low vibrational. That's like, that's just, sinning against your own body. You know what I'm saying? Drinking and smoking, because your body is a temple to heaven, right? And you don't want to mess up your body because God said He doesn't dwell in an unclean place. So God can't dwell in a body that's full of drugs. He can't dwell like that, you more into like high vibrational things. Like I'm a vegetarian. I take a lot of different vitamins, plants and the tonic herbs and stuff like that. That's what I take. A lot of powders and supplements. And I eat some, regular stuff too, but I don't eat no meat, right? Right after this, I'm about to eat some, grapes and watermelon and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But guys, man, this is why you can't be around a lot of people. A lot of people are just a distraction, and they're just not on your, they're not where you at mentally. They're just not at. And you don't see no, the Bible says if there's unity, there's strength. You don't want to be around people where they don't have the same mindset as you.